regardless of your age or stage, God is always at work in your life, regardless of how old you are, or how long you fish, or how much you know about the sport, that there's never a season or a decade that God stops working in your life. Teenager fisherman to the oldest fisherman in the room, that God has not wasted any moments in someone's life to be at work in their life, to use every situation, every circumstance to leverage it for them to come back to the Lord and to know Him personally. And so when we talked about the fishing habits of Jesus, we said that Jesus always casts into our situation, that He casts out into wherever we're living, that the act of Jesus casting into our life is His way of casting out of His world into our world. And so you have the world of heaven entering into the situations of fishermen, into our world of struggles, in our world where we have given up or felt defeated at different times in our life. And Jesus casts heaven into the midst of our world and seeks to reel us back into His world. And so what we've been saying to fishermen all over Texas really is that maybe you've experienced what life is like on your own. You've done as much as you can do. You've cast as much as you can, cast as far as you can. And maybe it's time to let Jesus in the boat and to see what would happen if He took your ability, took your talent, took your skill set, and then you begin to operate it with Him in it. And then what you discover is that there's immense change. Peter pulled in 152 fish out of nothingness. It was the wrong time, it was the wrong season, it was the wrong time of day. And Jesus says, if you let me do with you what you've always done, the results will be a lot better. And what happens in that moment is that Peter confesses that he has never really been changed. He says, I see you're the Master, you're the Lord. I'm not worthy of this. You've done something in my life that I could never generate on my own. And so that's what we've been saying. Fishers of men, that's what we've been saying to people is what would happen if you just let Jesus step out of heaven and you gave Him your boat, and to see the incredible change. And what we get caught with, you know, we think of in our world of being caught doing something evil or doing something dishonest. And when Jesus catches men, He catches us with a powerful life change. It's interesting, this story that we looked at, Peter and his friends are pulling in these 152 fish. They're catching fish, and in that moment, Jesus was catching Peter. And this is what we're saying through Fishers of Men, is give Jesus your boat and you'll never regret it. And on the other side of giving your life to Jesus, there's incredible change. And we've seen it here this week. We've seen a lot of people open their life to Christ. And this is why Fishers of Men does what they do. This is why they go out all over Texas and do exactly what Jesus did in Luke chapter 5, which is take everyday ordinary people and turn them into fishers of men.